leading off with Chase Brown of the Cincinnati Bengals. Fifth-round pick in 2023, didn't do much as a rookie behind Joe Mixon. Mixon heads to the Texans in 2024. This kid steps up in a huge way. 229 rushing yards, rushing attempts rather, turned that into 990 yards and 7 touchdowns. But what he really did well was in the passing game, 54 receptions, 360 yards, and 4 touchdowns on 65 targets. When you're getting that type of workload, when you're splitting targets with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Mike Gesicki, that's pretty good. Evan, is he going to be the starter next year? What do we think is going to happen with this guy?
Man, and that is a polarizing player for a lot of fantasy analysts and a lot of fantasy players this offseason. We're talking about somebody who currently has a KTC value as RB17, sandwiched right in between Christian McCaffrey and Derrick Henry. Man, those are some high production backs that are right around Chase Brown. If you go over to Dynasty Data Lab, which is scraping a bunch of startup data, he is currently going at pick number, let's see what we got. It's number 60 here. And he's RB12 off the boards currently. That is way too high for my taste. I get it. It is a great offense with very high potential. But you're talking about somebody who was never expected to carry a full workload. You're talking about somebody who is more of an efficiency back than a volume back. You expect if he has to carry the volume load, that there will be some kind of nagging injuries for most of the season. Overall, I'd be selling him at this RB12 current startup price. I'd even be selling him at the RB17 that KTC has him listed. Some running backs right below him: Chuba Hubbard, Caleb Johnson, Joe Mixon. Caleb Johnson, we think, is going somewhere around that 111, 112 currently in startups, or not in startups, in Dynasty rookie drafts. So if you want to get younger at the position, you want to have somebody that could potentially have a role, Caleb could be an option there. If you can get a first, even a late first for Chase Brown, I'm doing it. David, what do you think about Chase Brown?
Yeah, the RB12 price is insane to me. He had a very good year last year, but that price is pretty much the market seems to be assuming that he's going to have the starting job next year, and I'm not sure how safe a bet that is. As you mentioned, Evan, he's not really built for that 3-down job he had last year. Cincinnati just sort of had no one else, and granted, he did good with it, but I'm not really holding my breath on that staying forever. Cincinnati has 6 picks in this draft, 1 in each of the first 6 rounds. I'd be flabbergasted if they went with a running back in the first round, but second round and on, it's fair game. I think Brown can definitely make his living in the NFL as a receiving back who, takes a load off the starter, but I think this is going to be someone else's backfield before long.
Okay, sounds good, David. What type of back or how much draft capital is going to actually concern you of a back taking enough of a chunk out of Chase Brown's workload to be able to be a little concerned, be a little more concerned than maybe we are right now, or keep our same level of concern?
So if it's the 5th or the 6th round, I'm not worried about it. It's a stacked running back class. So normally my way of looking at it is day 1, they are the week 1 starter. Day 2, they're probably going to get it midway through the season or towards the end of the season. Round 4, maybe it's a starter, most likely a split guy, and anything after I don't really care about. This class is so stacked that I've basically pushed 1 round back for all of that. So anything in the first 4 rounds, I'm expecting that guy to start pretty much this year at some point, unless they land on a great running back team. Like if the Ravens draft someone in the 4th round, they're not taking Derrick Henry's job. Chase Brown, not quite on that level. I'd be worried with anything in the first top rounds. If it's a second round pick, especially, I'd be like selling Chase Young wherever I can. Evan, what about you?
Yeah, I'm pretty much in lockstep there. If we're talking about a 6th, 7th round running back coming into this offense, all signs would point to Chase Brown being the starter again. But that's also probably going to push up his dynasty price. And at that point, I would probably be out. I am already baking in my personal rankings that they're going to have somewhere in that round 3, 4, 5 type of running back going there that's going to be able to eat enough into his workload, if not push him for the starting job by the end of the season.
Yeah, I'm expecting him to be a solid flex play, but nothing close to that. If you can find someone in your league who is completely on the Chase Brown train, buying that RB12 price, sell him right now. He's probably gonna see his stock drop precipitously in the next 7 days. And even if the Bengals don't draft a running back, his value is not going to rise much higher than it's already at.
Yeah, 5th round running back. You've seen what he's produced.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Football RPG Podcast. If you made it this far, be sure to like and subscribe. If you want to check out written content, head over to lastwordonsports.com.
Don't let the Goblins get you.